Buongiorno. That is a camper van. That is a Dan. I'm building this thing, start to finish. Everything, gas, water, electric, is getting there. I've just passed 4 months and it's getting really close to being done. You join me, a really exciting week. Of course, because we're right at the end now, so we're getting to the nice bits with the paint and the materials and everything along those lines. Join me this week. We're going to be having the gas man round, trying to get a certificate for there to make sure everything is safe and nobody's going to die. That'd be quite nice. We're going to be doing loads of little improvements, so all the little tiny things, which build up over the course of the big project. Let's get cracking. Seem to be doing a lot of finishing little jobs at the minute. So we've got the decorative plaques up on either side, and I've added on the black trim underneath and on top of the fascia. I've put the shower in place and also the water fill. I'm getting really close now. Obviously a holiday coming up, so I'm working a bit overtime just to make sure I get as far as I can. Nice to get the end pieces on the kitchen units there and there, and some more decorations and remotes up on the side. It's really starting to come together, and it feels good, feels rewarding. Really nice to get the back of the van done now with the materials up the sides and then the roof over the top. I've tried to really just keep it nice and cozy back there because it's where you're going to be sleeping, so you've got quite a light and bright cabin and living room area and kitchen area, and then back there it's quite nice, and you get to keep the ambience and a nice soft material as well, which I've used just to make everything feel a little bit more cozy. The roof, I've gone, because the felt above the roof is not that strong, there's no structure to it, so I can't use, no matter how many screws I use, it's just not working. So I've gone through the panel. You can see here, my forehead, I've gone for screws with laminate screw caps. This method is working quite well. It looks pretty good. It looks invisible, to be fair, when you're more than half a metre away. You can't see them. It does mean though that for the other roof panels, the outer edges, I need to do 26 of the plugs for them to get them filled. That's what it looks like currently. To go with the brass theme, I've got a hammered brass back. Now this is for behind the sink, behind the hob, so obviously just to protect against heat, as it is only ply, which is the wall, and also it's waterproof, easy to clean, and if there is any splashes it then comes off. I'm hoping when it's in the van it's going to play with the light really well and show a nice pattern, a bit of texture, a bit of colour. Let me know what you think. The water fill hose is fully in now as well, so that looks quite nice, all tidied up and siliconed round, and that goes directly back there and then into the tank, just where you see the blue pipe. I filled up the water tank through there as well. There's no kind of back splash from it because it's all downhill, which is really nice. And it also closes as well, so if you do start going uphill and there is a bit of water that comes out, it won't be splashing everywhere in the van. And then I've installed the rear shower as well. So the rear shower is just in a nice little box there. You can see the pipes. It's hot and cold, so it comes directly from the pressure water system. Obviously that's really nice and well for if you've got a dog or any equipment or anything, you can have a hot and cold shower outside. I'm just looking at different options now for mounting the shower head a little bit further up the van, maybe on like a suction cup or something. I've not figured that out just yet. Still got a hole for looking at the mains water, carbon monoxide alarm just there, and then you can lift up this cabinet and still access the isolation valves, the major water, different parts. And I've added a switch as well which I'm yet to wire in, just to turn the water pump on and off. Sometimes at night, if the water drops due to temperature changes, then the pump will come on. I don't like that to wake me up, so you just turn it off there, turn it back on again in the morning through the camber door. Been a little bit of a strange week this week, from going down to the Birmingham NEC to the Caravan and Motorhome show, stealing all of the trade secrets, just doing a little bit of research, getting some inspiration on how I can improve this van and how the next van can be improved, from things like materials to different modifications, different layouts as well, which is quite a nice one to see, actually being there and experiencing the spaces and the sizes. That's huge when it comes to me designing this next build in a medium wheelbase that I've got secured. And then a couple of photo jobs and so on as well. It's meant that this week has been a little bit disjointed. I have also been doing work in the van, and I've got lots and lots of stuff to show you. First of all, we've got an upgrade on the bed. So the upgrade is they're now on gas struts. So both of these pull themselves up and hold themselves up, which is a massive upgrade from the quite rudimentary stick idea that I had. It was on TikTok that somebody said you should just stick a couple of gas struts on there because they're dead cheap and they do a really good job, and I think you'll agree. Yeah, it looks way more professional. I've also added a remote switch to the inverter. One thing, once all of the pillows and everything's are on top of the sofas, although they look great and they're absolutely fine, if you just want to flick the inverter on to get the hob working or stick on the plug sockets, it's a bit of a ball just to take them all off, put them somewhere in the van when you've got other people in, maybe sitting down and so on. And so I've added the external switch, which still needs plumbing in, but that's just going to be on the side here. You can flick it up and down to either charge or turn on. Just turned on. As I've mentioned before as well, we're getting to the point where I need to start just adding finishing touches, and so one of them is inside the footwell down here. There's just a leather bottom. I think it adds, like I say, it adds a finishing touch. Yeah, it's just a nice little thing. On the side here, I've been going through and caulking up all of the different seams and seals. That just gives it more of a finished look, and also just hopefully stops a bit of the rattling which I experienced when I went and got the van weighed. And also we've got the control units. I need to put the fascia on this one, but we've got first of all the power. You can very easily see that we're on 99.5% power, and you can also connect that up to your phone on Bluetooth. We've got the Truma control unit. This is the big upgrade. just very easily being able to, in a fixed location, turn on the heating, turn on the ventilation, and also connects to your phone as well. And then we've got the 2 water gauges. So the water gauges are white for white water and red for grey water. These are working on a resistor in the tank, so as the buoy is lifted up by the water, that then will show the gauge full or closed. Now there is one thing on there, all of the control units like to turn off at night, and so I wanted a way where these can be turned off too. So on the remote, if you click off, I'll turn those lights off, it turns the gauges off to stop them from pulling a 12 volt draw on the electric. I am gonna call it that for this week. As you can see, the van is getting very, very close to being complete. I will be on holiday by the time that you're watching this, and so there's gonna be a week or so, and I'm not gonna get much done because I'm not gonna be in the country. But as soon as I'm back, I plan on taking 2 or 3 days just to get the shower done, and then listing it up for sale. I'd like to go and take it and get some more quality photos, do a social media campaign, put out an incentive for anybody that manages to refer on for a sale of the van, all of that good stuff. It should get really quite exciting now because of course you get to see the finished product. I've been threatening it and promising it for the last few months and weeks, but now you actually get to see it. So let me know what you think of the van. Make sure that you subscribe, it's a big one. It gives a bit of legitimacy to the channel for all of this hard work that I'm putting in, and put the bell notification thing on so you can get notified whenever I put a video out. If you're enjoying them, let me know downstairs. If you're enjoying the videos, let me know in the comments. Follow for daily TikToks. I am going to film a load of TikToks today, so if you do miss the videos for the week that I'm away, there's going to be scheduled posts for TikToks and Instagrams daily. So Crafted Camper Co on TikTok. Go and watch it. I'll see you when I'm back from holiday. Bye.